what I want to know are, where are my flames, smoke, fireworks? Can you guys just follow me around everywhere I go? So welcome, and what a great afternoon this is. I saw you guys all dancing and having a great time, and I'm hoping you're going to leave here today feeling so inspired and so willing to take action and do good at home, at school, and in the community, and really to be a leader. You guys are going to do amazing things. So one of the things I learned early on is to not look away from simple things, like if you see kids in your school who are eating alone, and you guys hear this, and sometimes you do it and sometimes you don't, but don't look away. Go sit with them, take action, do something, be something to someone. How many of you have time on your hands? You know, if you're not in sports, you're not doing homework, you've got some time to deal with. Yeah, I know more of you do, but come on, raise your hand. Everybody here has time on your hands, right? All right, this is a participation sport here. Everybody raise your hands. Everybody has time. Thank you so much. You also have resources and connections, people that you know who know somebody. And I've lived in Cincinnati for 30 years. I've never met any of you. How many of you know me? Is there anyone here who knows me? Well, now you do. Now you can all call Dragonfly Foundation and say, hey, can I talk to Ria? You all have people you know who can do something to help you or to help someone else. You have maybe saved some money along the way, doing jobs or, you know, getting some, what do they call it, allowances. You can put that to use. You can do something to help someone else, and in the process, help yourself. I started high school as a very shy, quiet person, and here now I'm standing on a stage talking to you guys. Don't be afraid to do something. I ended up going to college, doing public relations. I ended up being the top tier PR consultant doing crisis communications. And then one day, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with brain and lung cancer. And I wanted to put my time, talents, resources, and connections to try to help her get her better. And unfortunately, after 6 months, she passed away. And so it was extremely difficult and probably one of the worst things I've seen up close. 6 months later, my best friend's little boy was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I thought I understood everything that it was about. Told her, I've got this, I can help you through it. And when you see parents having to hold down their kids while they're getting shots and treatments, it becomes a whole different thing than watching an adult suffer. And at the same time, there were other kids that were suffering, not just this little boy named Matt. There was his brother who was 12. There were other kids on the floor and other parents. And I could have easily walked out of that hospital that first day when I went in there to see my friend and looked away. But I had time, I had talent, I had resources and connections. And I started putting them to use to help this little boy, my best friend's little boy. And very soon you realize that a lot of other people didn't have anybody doing it for them either. So my friend and I started doing things like bringing in toys, helping bring in celebrities. I know Anthony Munoz has done a lot to help the community, and those things mean something to someone else. So as you go on and you're starting doing this for people, you want to do more and you want to help more. So I use the time, talent, resources, and connections to bring in more people to help. And we asked the hospital, what do you need? And eventually that list that we got back was 5 pages long, single-spaced, and it was a lot more than a toy drive. So we started the Dragonfly Foundation, and that was 8 years ago. And today, the Dragonfly Foundation is actually in 5 locations of 4 hospitals: Cincinnati Children's, Dayton Children's, and 2 hospitals in Chicago. And what started it by bringing in Play-Doh and different things ended up helping change the paradigm of patient care so that families don't feel so alone as they go through treatment, that they have the things that they need that make their stay more comfortable, and that they have an extra family of support when they're feeling quite alone in the process. Part of seeing our families go through cancer is also watching how the community relates to them. And unfortunately, our kids who are still going through treatment, who are losing their hair, who are having masks on, are being bullied and pointed at and stared at. And part of our commitment in starting the Dragonfly Foundation was making Cincinnati a place that when people came here for treatment, that they would want to stay here, build businesses here, go to school here, because they found so much kindness and compassion here. So we started a student program to teach kids about kindness, compassion, and philanthropy, to teach kids that they had time, talent, resources, and connections to make a difference, to help people understand to be kinder, to really go out of their way to make the time that not only our kids, but everybody around them, to make their lives a bit easier. So in our camp that we started for incoming 5th and 6th grade, we taught them, if you see a teacher holding a bunch of stuff and trying to get into an office, open the door for them. If you see your mom is working late and needs dishes washed, wash them. If your sibling is having difficulty, stand up for them. Everybody needs someone. And in the process, you're going to be helping that person make a difference for someone else. And it's been a really interesting experience to take that curriculum now and put it into high schools. Kids like you are finding that they have the ability to make a difference. They're becoming empowered to do more. And with your help, the Dragonfly Foundation can do more to help other kids just like them in our city. We just sent 40 new diagnosis care bags to the hospital. That was the largest single delivery of care bags that have things like good toilet paper, Kleenex, nightlights, laundry detergent, different things like that make kids stay more comfortable. And all those things were donated because someone told someone else that we needed help, and that person didn't look away. I'm hoping that you're going to take what you learn here and know that in life, to become a leader, to start a foundation, to run a business, to do well in school, you can't look away from a homework assignment, you can't look away from helping someone else, from meeting a deadline, from just anything. Everything in life is about looking at the opportunities that you have and applying time, talent, resources, and connections to them. Without that, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to move forward. You're not going to make a difference. And you can't be afraid to do that. So I'm hoping, I know it's been a little bit different to see a nonprofit come up here and say, use what you have, but it really has helped me along the way. It's helped me make a difference for so many, both professionally and with the Dragonfly Foundation. And I know you guys can do the same thing too, on small ways and big ways. So thank you for having me. I'm hoping this helps.